The idea of sacred spaces has been with us since ancient days. Throughout the centuries, we have built temples to reach the heavens, made pilgrimages to seek knowledge, and lived in forests to connect with the earth. We intuitively know when we have entered a sacred space. Tonight, I invite you to come with me to the Italian chapel, located on the Island of Lamb Holm in Orkney. The year was 1942, when 550 Italian prisoners of World War II were taken to Orkney to work on the construction of 4 causeways named the Churchill Barriers. Camp 60 was home to these prisoners from January 1942 until September 1944. They were housed in 13 huts. Together, these prisoners improved their home, building pathways and growing vegetable and flower gardens. They wanted to build a chapel. 2 prefabricated steel structures, called Nissan huts, were joined end to end. The corrugated interior was covered with plasterboard to produce a smooth surface that could accommodate paint. Fortunately, Camp Commandant Major Buckland recognized that prisoner Domenico Ciocchetti was an artist. Before he left Italy, Domenico's mother gave him a small prayer card of the Madonna and Child by Niccolo Barabino. This card was the template for his painting above the altar. Domenico worked tirelessly to finish the chapel, but it was still incomplete when World War II came to an end. September 9, 1944, most of the Italian prisoners left the island. Domenico remained on Orkney to complete the fount. Lord Lieutenant of Orkney, who owned Lamb Holm, promised the Italians that the Orcadians would care for the chapel. This promise was fulfilled. In 1964, Domenico returned to Orkney with his wife to present the chapel with the 14 wooden stations of the cross. In 1992, 50 years after they first arrived in Orkney, 8 of the former prisoners came back to the Italian chapel. Domenico could not join them, for he was too ill to travel. He lived to the age of 89 and passed peacefully in his home village of Moena. Letizia Ciocchetti, Domenico's daughter, visited Orkney in April 2018 to present a carving in memory of her father. It has been over 70 years since the completion of the chapel, recognizing that even in the most difficult of circumstances, we find ways to build resilience, hope, and compassion.